Hi guys, it's Michelle. I know you've been waiting for more information on Musicians Mastermind, and I've been getting your emailed questions, so I wanted to take a minute and tell you what it's all about. First of all, and this is really important for you to understand, I am not in the music industry. I am not a musician. I dated a guitar player in high school, but I don't think that that counts. I'm an online marketing expert, and I make a very comfortable living by creating websites and then driving massive traffic to them. I've got over 500 websites online today that all earn a passive income. Now, when I got started marketing online, getting traffic to a website was kind of tough. You had to be an expert in all kinds of complicated, they call it search engine optimization techniques. Or you had to spend a whole bunch of money to buy traffic to send to your website. Now, in the past 2 years, Web 2.0, or what's now being called social media, there's been a revolution taking place on the internet. And sites like MySpace and YouTube are allowing people to share their content and browse other people's stuff. Those sites have also created an opportunity for you to bring hundreds or thousands of visitors from these social media and Web 2.0 sites to your own websites. Now, the first component, and there are several more, of Musicians Mastermind will teach you how to maximize these Web 2.0 and social media websites to bring tons of traffic to your own pages. So let me explain a little bit about sort of the theory behind this. One of the most important things about marketing your music online is making information about you and your music available to potential fans in as many forms as possible. For example, some people might prefer to visit your web page. Others could be MySpace junkies, and so they'd be really easy to reach that way. Some people might like to get email updates, and some people might like to be reached via cell phone. Now, if you've got marketing campaigns in place targeting each of these methods, you are much less likely to leave a potential fan behind. Now, an added benefit of a multi-tiered marketing campaign like what I described is that each method you use leaves a little sort of breadcrumb trail all around the internet for new potential fans to find you. To put it simply, the more places and ways in which you put yourself out there, the more people you will reach. This is one of the primary methods we use to market in the new world of Web 2.0, social networking, community building, and social media. And leaving this multimedia breadcrumb trail all across the internet will be a focus in Musicians Mastermind when the program becomes available. For today, I'm going to show you a hot new website that you can use to bring traffic to your page. The site is twitter.com, and its original intent was to let people share what they're doing at any given moment with the community. You can post via the Twitter website, chat clients, or your cell phone. That cell phone component is what makes Twitter a truly mobile and accessible Web 2.0 product, and that's one of the main reasons it's become so popular so quickly. Now, a side note here. Part of what will make you successful with Musicians Mastermind is that I will never introduce a technique like I just introduced Twitter and then tell you something vague like, now go use it. Instead, I'll provide you with specific and clear action steps that you can follow and implement immediately. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Here's the action steps for Twitter. The first thing that you want to do is create an account. So you'll click the Join for Free button. At the sign up page, you'll enter in your information. It's important that you put in a picture here. People like to be able to visualize the people that they're getting messages from, so be sure that you do that. Do not check the Protect My Updates button. All that will do is make everything that you put into Twitter not visible. And then go ahead and click Continue. Once you've done that, you'll be given the opportunity to invite your friends. I suggest that you go ahead and click Skip this step. You can always do it later if you choose to. And at that point, you'll be brought to your home page, and you want to configure your account. So to do that, go ahead and click Settings. On your Settings page, you want to do a couple of things. Number one, you want to fill in the More Info URL with your website's URL, and you want to put something in the one-line bio so that people know who you are. You also want to put in your location. Once you've done that, click Save, and then move on to the Phone and IM section. Now, it's important that you follow the directions here for mobile phone number. This will allow you to use or to send Twitter updates via your cell phone. And if you're in the U.S., you'll put in a plus sign, then a 1, then your area code, and then your phone number. And if you use an instant messenger client, you can go ahead and put in your information there as well. And you'll want to follow the directions as to how to verify it. once you put in your individual mobile phone number or instant messenger name. Once you've done that, click notification. Now, I strongly suggest that you check the nudge me if I haven't updated in 24 hours option. That's going to become clear as to why that's important in a couple minutes. Next, go ahead and go to twitter.com/musiciansmaster, and that's my Twitter page. Click the add button, and this will put you on my friends list, and I'll go ahead and add you in return. Now, assuming you're not the first person to watch this video and actually take action, you'll see a bunch of thumbnail pictures of my friends in this section. Go ahead and add those people as well. What we're doing is we're creating a community of like-minded folks to find collaboration, share ideas, etc. And that's a lot of the impetus behind Musicians Mastermind, and what we're trying to do is create that community of people who can work together and help each other out. Now, anytime that you want to see what your friends are up to, you want to go ahead and click the home button. And it'll show you a list like this. This is what you and your friends are doing, and you'll be able to see their latest updates. Anytime you want to see what random Twitter users are up to, you want to go ahead and click the public timeline button. And here's what the public timeline looks like. Okay, now to update your Twitter, you click on the home button, and then you'll go ahead and type in your activity into the "What are you doing" box. If you've configured your cell phone, you can just text what you're doing to 40404. Now here's where it gets fun, and here's where you'll use Twitter to send new targeted traffic to your website. The biggest determining factor in whether you succeed in promoting your music online is simply taking action. It is imperative that you update your Twitter daily, preferably several times a day. Social media and Web 2.0 is all about community and networking, so you have to be active to be noticed. Fortunately, with the mobile features of Twitter, it's pretty easy. So what do you post in the updates? If you've got a new song on your website, post that. Include your URL. It allows that. If you're having a fan contest, let people know. If you've got new pictures on your website, let people know. Put the URL. If you've got news, maybe a new CD is going to be out in a month, and you finally got the date finalized, whatever, post that on Twitter. Include your URL. Now, simple stuff too really works, like you're going to work, going to the studio, going to practice with the band. Funny or interesting things throughout the day, observations that you have, reminders of shows that you have coming up, like 8 p.m. tonight we'll be playing at the Vets Hall. Include your locations, the people, when they get that message, they know if you're nearby or not. Post absolutely anything that is interesting, new or updated or funny. And remember that even the most mundane stuff can still be interesting. The goal here is to be human. Even rock stars have to do everyday things. So be consistent with your updates. Include your URL when relevant, but don't spam the site. Like, don't post the same thing over and over and over. Don't just post your URL with nothing else. Nobody likes a spammer. So your network of friends and followers will build just by virtue of being part of the Musicians Mastermind community, and your participation in the site and having your updates show up in the public timeline and stuff like that. Now, there's some advanced ways to use Twitter with your fans and to pick up new local fans. We'll cover that inside Musicians Mastermind when the community becomes available. Now, coming up in the next video, I'm going to be doing a live site critique. And we'll talk about some strategies that you can use to increase your CD sales, and the biggest mistake that musicians are making online with their websites, and I see it every day and it saddens me, and what I really want to do is tell you guys about it so that you know and you can do better. Now, if you want your website to be considered for the live site review, text to 40404 or enter it into the "What Are You Doing" web form in Twitter, musicians master space, and then your URL. And what that will do is send me a private message with your URL, and I'll get that. I'll check out your site, and it might be one of the ones that we choose to do a live review with, which would be really exciting. If you'd like to be notified when the next video becomes available, go ahead and enter your name and email address below, and I'll send you out an email when it's available. Thanks, and I'll talk to you all on Twitter and on the next video. Bye-bye.